30, 20, retard. 5.
Well, guys, welcome to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations. Bringing you content at some point, whenever everything when the stars want to align and work the way it's supposed to. Was in the airplane getting everything set up while the intro was running and crashed the desktop. So here we are, getting everything restarted. And just responding to some last minute messages. Gonna need a beer for this one, the way it's already going. But anyways, over to the chat. Abgeek, what's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. Hillbilly Gypsy, my man. Flightsimpm patch. Pleasure is mine. Gonna refresh my drink, aka Sundrop. What's Sundrop? Haven't heard of that one. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? Shit, I'm not. I don't like Thanksgiving food. Most of Thanksgiving food, in my opinion, is bland and sucks ass. When Crystal gets home, we have to peel, I shit you not, 10 pounds of sweet potatoes, which is like fucking 18 potatoes. So I get to do that when she gets home. I'm not looking forward to it. And I don't even like sweet potatoes or sweet potato casserole, none of that shit. If it were up to me, I would be catering Thanksgiving with Popeyes or Cracker Barrel. That's like not turkey and dressing and shit. So I'm not really ready for it. And I mean, I'm ready for food and to hang out with good folks, but I ain't ready for the same old bullshit food. Actually, now that I think about it, my girlfriend's brother is smoking brisket tomorrow instead of turkey, so I'm down for that. For sure. Garen, what's up, my friend? Welcome aboard. Whenever we finally get this thing aboard. It crashed the desktop right before it was time to show my face. So it's always great. Deep frying 2 turkeys. Oh, that's all y'all, man. Y'all can have that dry ass meat. Ugh. Can't wait. I'm gonna be safe. I see Go boom. Got an indoor fryer. Okay. I'm gonna mess those outdoor propane ones. That makes sense. Watched a video yesterday of what happens if you put a frozen turkey in a deep fryer. It should go like gas vapors exploding in the air. Thomas, my friend, welcome aboard. Hola. Hola is the perfect language to use for today's flight, as we are going to be making our way from San Antonio, Texas, down to Mexico City, Mexico. So, hola, buenos noches, señores, señoritas. That's probably how we should start talking, right? But hola to you as well. Jet Kid, what up? What up from Detroit Airport? Hey, I flew out of Detroit early this morning. I did a little short hop from Detroit over to Baltimore on V-Spirit. By the way, for anybody who doesn't fly V-Spirit, or even if you do, as of yesterday, I was able to gain access to the true-to-life Spirit Airlines schedule, along with, I probably shouldn't be saying this on the internet, but all other airlines schedules. Basically, my company uses a source and basically get access to all schedules. So V-Spirit will now have true to life Spirit Airlines flight schedules injected into V-Spirit. So if you fly for V-Spirit, you'll be flying for real life flights for that day, and every day we'll have the new schedule injected, so you're always flying that day's real life flights. Let's try this again. Hey, from Republic Dispatch. Nice, Jay. Hopefully I can provide you a little entertainment, make your day go by a little bit faster. I hope all is well on the dispatch desk. It's like Sweet Mountain Dew. Come to Detroit Airport just past Popeyes. Hell yeah, dude. Man, every time I go to Atlanta, because I always end up flying out of the decon course, going back to my hometown, there's a Popeyes in there. I'll be getting me some Popeyes. In fact, last time I got Popeyes from there, there was a full bird colonel from the Air Force getting food, and he actually bought my food. And I was like, man, should be buying my damn food with my tax-paying money, paying his bills. But no, I greatly appreciate it and was very touched by it, and it was the first time I ever had anybody do something like that. It was a stranger anyways. I thought you might like that. Si, senor. You see Detroit coming? I did see that. Super stoked for it. Super stoked. Now you can recreate delivery flight from maintenance hangar properly, right? Actually, it would be, so if I do delivery flights, unless I do it from Mobile, so if I do a delivery flight from Mobile downtown to Detroit, then I would park the airplane at the Spirit hangar. If it is an international delivery coming from Toulouse via Keflavik, then it actually would go to gate, typically we plan on gate D10. But if that doesn't work out, it goes to another gate for customs processing. And then it would be towed over to the hangar to be retrofitted with all the stuff that's not on the airplane, like seats and whatnot. Alright, so guys, I'm going to get this thing going really quick. We got like I think the flight time is an hour and 47 minutes, wheels up to wheels down. And I need to get this bird on the ground before or around 7 p.m. So I'm going to ignore the chat real quick, roll through this, and then I'll get back to you once I get airborne. Right, now, I gotta remember how to Boeing. Bam, bam. And I'm not even going to fool with, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I did actually. Not even going to fool with GSX and all that stuff. Go ahead and get that APU rolling. Nope, not yet. already getting ahead of myself and moving too fast. What is my cruising altitude? 34. San Antonio Airport runs like dog shit. It is very heavy on the frame rates. And we got some ATC online. So let's file this flight plan. Cool. Alright, block fuel is going to be 22.8. Payload looking at 0 fuel weight of 134.2. Oh, is this in kilos? Does Air Mexico really fly in kilos? I feel like it wouldn't be in there. I don't remember what airplane. Let's do this. Alright, so that should. Yeah, it was in kilos. 27 or 22.8. Bam, got that in. Payload 134.2. Cool. We are in San Antonio. Heading down to Mexico City. Flight number AMX512. Now, if you can figure out what made me come up with flight number 512, you get extra points. Let's see, we're departing off of runway 13 right. On the Millet 4. Laredo transition. Well, I guess it's. Yeah. Route next. Wegas. To NLD. UJ11 Airway. Monterey, UJ81, Kurga. There's a bunch of waypoints. UT 132 to Darren. Then from there, it's going to be Arrival, Dare 2B, ILS 23 left. And let's check for any discons. That one there, that one's okay. Activate that. Init, 0 fuel weight. Drop that in there. Reserve fuel, 3.7. Cost index, 99. Flying fast. Winds 251 to 83. Outside air temperature is minus 45. And we're gonna go flex 55. Work flaps 15. 43, 43, and 45. In there. Millet 4 departure, we are looking at a top altitude 5,000. Runway heading is 308. Flight director's on. Auto thrust is on. I don't like that LNAV. Alright, we'll go terrain, traffic, MPV, radio over there, traffic, MPV, cool. AP on the buses. That. Let's get connected to VATSIM. $34.42. What the hell? Why isn't my radio working? There we go. All right. Next we need 34.42. So that is set. Nice. PDC, just what I wanted. Level 340, transponder 7. Three. Where'd it go? 3-7. Cool. So that's set. San Antonio Mill at 4. Laredo transition. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 3442. PDC received. Cool. Kill, kill, kill. Alrighty. The latest Addons, at least real life Addons. So Info Yankee is current. Winds are 110 at 5 knots, 10 statute miles, light rain, overcast to 1400. Temperature 16, dew point 13, altimeter is 3000. Cool. Change my push button. Always gives me shit. There we go. So I've used my side stick. Bravo's acting weird. What I don't understand. Oh wait, I think I know why. Ah, there we go. Cool.
Houston Center, American 1959, 12,000. American 1959, Houston Center, Roger, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain flight level 350, American 1959.
Houston Center, Air Mexico 512 is on the ground here in San Antonio, ready for push and start.
Air Mexico 512, push and start onto November is approved, advise ready for taxi, and just confirm the runway that previous center controller gave you.
I haven't talked to anybody else other than you. We were planning on 3-1 left.
Alright, I'm going to be unable 3-1 left. Have you received an on-fire clearance?
I have, but it didn't say anything about any departure runway. Showing the live Addons has 1-3 right.
Yeah, you got the choice between 1-3 right or runway 4. Runway 4 is going to be longer over 1-3 right.
We can take 4.
Alright, plan runway 4, Air Mexico 512, push on to November is approved.
Push number approved. We'll plan runway 4 from Air Mexico 512. Well, Hillbilly, man, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for that $10 bomb, smackaroo, dono, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate it. So, so kind of you, especially now that you got a kid, you know. $10 can go a long way with a kid. Oh, wait, no, it can't. I appreciate it, dude. I will definitely get some beer on that one. Right, what did I need to do? Change to runway 4. Departure, runway 4. Takeoff speeds deleted. Cool. Do that. Select legs.
Southwest 1256, expect ILS runway 11 into New Orleans.
And then...
Expect ILS runway 11 into New Orleans, Southwest 1256.
39, 40, and 48. 48. There we go. Cool. Let's get this thing pushed so I can get back to talking to y'all and hang out. Prepare for pushback. We'll get that second camera up.
Southwest 817, do you want me at 13,000?
Southwest 817 was actually just about to call. You can descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, Southwest 817. And Southwest 817, I can plan 13 right, right?
Southwest 817, affirmative. Plan the ILS, overcast at 1,400 feet.
Roger, ILS 13 right, Southwest 817.
Unit 603, we're at parking spot 15. Is Charlie 6 ready?
Not really sure what's going on with that. Runway 4, Millet 4.
United 603, say again.
Yeah, we're parking at Charlie 6. We're in holding spot 15.
Charlie 6 is available. Taxi into the ramp. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. United 603.
Ray-Ban, Millet, Laredo. Ray-Ban, Millet, Laredo. So why is it giving me this wonky ass? Whatever, we'll just
Center, American 1959.
we'll depart on runway heading and then
request higher flight
go
level
direct.
370.
American
Once we get airborne.
1959, climb maintain flight level 370.
370, American 1959, thank you.
Move the nose to the right.
Release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
490, descend and maintain 3,000.
Ah.
Descend and maintain 3,000, United 490.
Release parking brakes.
Yeah, 490, just to confirm you're doing the RNF runway 9, correct?
Commencing push.
That is correct for United 490.
Alright, it's
Do you know if he
cranked.
gave you the Yankee or the Zulu 490?
He gave me the Yankee for United 490.
Okay, United 490 at Howland, cleared RNF Yankee, runway 9 approach, report final.
Cranking bank.
Clear for the RNAV Yankee approach on 9er, and I will report final United 490.
All stations, information, Zulu is now clearing at San Antonio Airport, the altimeter 3000, winds 1205.
Houston Center, American 120, request max altitude, top altitude, 330.
Okay, American 120, amend your altitude, climb maintain flight level 330.
330, American 120, thanks.
Southwest,
Set parking brakes. Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Let me try this. Yeah. No.
November 5 Alpha Mike, contact Austin, approach 119.0. 19.0, see ya, 5 Alpha Mike. See ya.
Still didn't fix it.
Southwest 1256, cross Turtle at 4,000 at Turtle. You clear for the ILS, runway 11.
Cross Turtle, 4,000 feet, clear ILS runway 11, Southwest 1256.
Houston Center, number 12 Bravo Sierra is a VFR aircraft for the request.
Number 12 Bravo Sierra, go ahead.
Houston Center, number 12 Bravo Sierra is 3 miles south of Huntsville Municipal at 2,600, climbing 5,500. We would like to request VFR flight following on down to Texas Gulf Municipal Airport.
Number 12 Bravo Sierra, Roger, squawk 7410.
7410 for number 12 Bravo Sierra.
Delta 545, just arrived at gate 6 with no connection flights. Have a good night.
Delta 545, thanks for flying. We'll see you next time. Number 12 Bravo
Right.
Sierra, your radar contact, position and altitude checks as reported. You can maintain VFR, proceed on course.
I'm going to go ahead and maintain VFR and proceed on course, number 12 Bravo Sierra.
Southwest 817, descend and maintain for 4,000.
4,000, 817.
Houston Center, hello, Caravan 901-961, about 10 miles west of Hooks. Request clearance into the Houston Bravo for touch and go at Hooks.
November 91961, Houston Center, squawk 7376.
7376, 901-961.
Houston Center, Air Mexico 512, ready taxi, runway 4.
Air Mexico 512, runway 4, taxi via right November 1, advise hold short.
Right November 1, short of 4, and we'll climb when we're short. Air Mexico 512.
Houston Center, Clipper 441.
Clipper 441 to Houston.
Houston, Clipper 441 would like to step climb to flight level 370.
Clipper 441, climb maintain flight level 370.
Flight level 370 for Clipper 441, thank you.
490, the wind 13013.
Long taxi right there, boys.
Clear to land, United 490.
Number 91961. Your radar contact showing you about 10 miles to the west of the Hooks Airport. Altitude indicates 1,700. The Hooks altimeter 3001. And you can enter left downwind runway 17 right for touch and goes.
Alrighty.
All right, left downwind 17 right for Hooks traffic and cleared into the Bravo.
Houston Center, Air Mexico 512, holding short, runway 4.
Mexico 512, fly runway heading. Sorry, Air Mexico 512 to wind 1205, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear to takeoff, runway 4, Air Mexico 512. This house sounds like my house. Dogs barking. Bam.
Southwest 817, turn left heading 140, intercept the 13 right, localizer report established.
Left heading 140, and
Let's get a little hand flying in. Man, look at that view. Pretty, ain't it? 10,000. Landing lights off.
American 120, say Mach number.
American 120 right at Mach decimal 77.
And those are down, so we can accelerate.
441, say Mach number.
Clipper 441 is at Mach .80.
Autopilot is on. Alright, let me catch back up to you guys.
Are you able to increase speed to Mach .78?
A firm Mach .78, American 120.
Okay, and Clipper 441, maintain Mach .77 or less for spacing.
Mach .77 or less for spacing.
Hey baby, what you want? You know, it's funny when you say that. I hear Ebonics in my head, but I also hear like a Cajun accent in my head too, since I come from Louisiana. So it's like, what's up baby, what you want? Or like Cajun would be like, hey baby, what you want? You want some alligator or you want some chicken? Want some of that yard pimp? Oh yeah. That is so right. Zach, dude, what is going on, man? Sorry, I'm just now getting to you. Been focused on getting the airplane off the ground. Trying to beat getting to Mexico City before Crystal gets here, and I don't think we're going to do it. So hopefully she don't bitch and complain too much. Because I ain't getting off. Here for a little while, gotta go to a meeting soon. Oh, that sucks. Meetings suck. I just got assigned a new meeting yesterday that reoccurs every Wednesday. It's a new aircraft delivery meeting. It's fucking useless. Just like about every other meeting that we have to do. But I have a great job and it's worth it for the money.
Southwest 1256 on the ground 121.9 today.
Contact ground 12.9, TAKEOFF.
Sorry. JetBlue 132, leave my airspace to the east, Actimal Center offline, radar systems start terminated, frequency change to Unicom is approved, take care.
Over to Unicom, JetBlue 132, thank you.
Everyone, damn right, dude. I appreciate that. Flightsimpm passenger. Everybody smash that like button, please. It definitely helps the channel. And just makes me feel special. And who doesn't want to feel special?
Climbing to 30,000 for 350.
Air Mexico 750 Houston Center, squawk 7342 and ident.
Oh, okay. I see him. First of all, I was talking to me, but I was like, you already gave us radar contact. There's another Air Mexico coming in from Monterey to Houston, just crossing into
Southwest 817.
Houston airspace now.
Taxi to the ramp via Golf. Have yourself a good day.
Ramp via Golf, 817.
Aero Mexico 750, squawking 7342.
Oh, I need an accent like that.
Radar contact, altitude, and position checked as reported. Maintain 350.
I've heard that. Actually, deep fried turkey is not as dry.
350. Aero Mexico 750.
Don't know if I've ever had it though. If I
American 120 cross.
Jay, if I smash it, I might break my phone. That's funny. Tap the like button. I'm on the toilet, so I tap the like button.
Roger,
oh my god.
at 11,000, altimeter 3009er for New Orleans, and American 120.
That's funny.
Clipper 441, same to you. Cross.
Streams are better than newspaper. Damn right. Crystal always gets mad because I end up going to the bathroom.
3009 for the altimeter. It's 11,000 feet for us at Addons for Clipper 441.
Turn these guys down. Chris always gets mad because I go to the bathroom and end up sitting on YouTube watching a stream or some video.
Number 679 Tango Sierra, you live in my airspace to the north focus center. It's offline. Radar systems are terminated. Frequency changes to advisories approved today.
Thank you.
So, Zach, nope, birthday's not 5/12. What kind of holiday though is on 512? You got a promotion on 512. Hope it's not crazy. No, last I looked, it's like a 760 something. But I was looking at maybe my new Ford F-150 last week. So. Downloader makes things hard. It does, right? But it's also not as realistic if I'm just trying to find an excuse. But also at the same time, like having to go download it, put it into the file and all that shit, like I just feel it's area code for us. If it is, cool. I don't know if it is or not. But that's still not it. 12 is how much Blake weighed before he went on a diet. No, Jeff. I think we can all tell from my scrawny ass I ain't never been morbidly obese. Although I'm sure I will get there before that. That Puerto Rican truck out front in the parking lot, the OCC, it's gonna get me there. Wes, what's up, dude? I am very late in the chat. I'm just now like trying to catch back up on everything that I've missed. But hey, hola. Being that we are Aero Mexico, hola, senor. Maybe the spike, maybe the spike 512 or something. 512 is how much it has. Nope. That either. 512. Close. My truck payment is a few dollars more. $525. 512 last 3 is Social Security number. Nope. 512 might be how many lot lizards or girlfriends. Maybe not girlfriends, but maybe girls and stuff in it. Probably a little over 100. So, west we are flying from, we're flying from San Antonio, Texas, down to Mexico City. 512 inches is how much snow Florida has gotten since it became a state. Probably not. I'm actually curious to Google that now. 512 subscribers. Nope, we are above that. Actually, we're at 522 now. Started his career on the 5th month. Guys, it's so easy. Think like a Mexican holiday. $512 is how many points he has on Shack Stream. I would fly to SAT a lot more, but yeah, no shit. We did have good frame rates rolling down the runway. Thank God. We weren't looking at the terminal. Definitely helps. Yeah, I landed at Baltimore this morning, and I landed on 33 left, and the speed bumps weren't terrible. Coming from the opposite direction though, I think was it 15 right? It's the worst. Literally. By the way, I haven't heard of the concept. We're still on 3442. I don't know. Turn the volume back up. It was at 60 earlier. Still in controlled airspace. We won't get out until near Laredo. We got a weird little dog leg at Laredo.
Clipper 441, maintain
there he is.
250 knots in the descent, please.
250 knots in the descent for Clipper 441.
American 120, maintain 280 knots in the descent.
280 in the descent, American 120.
Oh, anyways. Chancey Williams, yes sir. I love me some Chancey Williams now. Thomas, oh not the, yeah, so going down is going to be the 737. I was trying to do both legs today. Then I had some work shit come up, and then tire shop called, said they were had my new tires and rims mounted and just need to be bolted onto the truck. So then I had to go
Number 91961,
get my new wheels put
I just
on.
want to confirm you're doing touch and goes at
So
Hooks, or you
just
choosing
don't have
another
the time
airport
today
now?
to do both, but this will be part 1, and we're going to do
Roger, we went around it.
part
Folks
2,
didn't get a landing clearance or anything. We are going to do full stop at Conroe.
But we'll be flying Valeris.
Oh,
on
my
the 320
apologies
on
there.
Thursday.
Busy with other aircraft. Inner left downwind, runway.
Unfortunately, got a church event. I got a
Left downwind, runway 14, reported 3 miles
That's all
final.
good, man. Oh,
No worries, I understand.
Nice.
And left downwind
What's up, my friend?
for
Should I get the
CXO,
Airbus
3
A320
mile
Cyber
final, we'll
Monday?
call it. 901-961.
Even if it wasn't on sale, I would say you should definitely get it. For the payware aircraft and the price they charge, you are getting absolutely by far the most bang for your buck, even at full price compared to all other payware
And
airplanes.
Houston Center Caravan 90620,
Microsoft
chance we
Flight
could do just straight in
Um,
for one way 14.
So if it's on sale at Cyber, hell,
9196, actually,
Hell,
961, make straight
absolutely
in
do
runway
it.
14.
Cannot beat Phoenix.
Roger, straight in runway 14, 961.
Yeah, like Hillbilly said, well worth it. So, oh, that's tough though. I've been playing some Modern Warfare 2, and I love me some Modern Warfare 2.
Houston Center, American 120. Are we going to be coming in on the
So this
11 or
depends.
the RNAV
Whichever
2?
one you think you're going to end up spending most
Which
of
one do
your
you
time
prefer?
on. You spend more time
Set up
flying
for
than you
RNAV
would
2, so I'll take that.
COD, then
Perfect.
I would go with Phoenix. But if you're going to spend more time with...
This way, American 120,
Call of
direct
Duty,
to
then go with Call
OLED.
of Duty.
Direct OLED, American 120.
The only thing I will
Clipper
say,
441,
is if
and
you
just
ever
for
want to work in
spacing, I'm going to set
aviation,
you up for the
Phoenix
ILS
will
11.
definitely arm you with some good
We're going to be on the
knowledge.
island for 1-1.
Something that you can take into
441.
real life aviation compared to a video game. Yeah, the Phoenix is.
Oh yeah, 475.
Phoenix is my go-to as well.
Level 350.
This morning, like early this morning, I flew 3 Airbus flights for V-Spirit. I'm a pilot for V-Spirit. And again, for those of y'all who weren't here earlier, if you want a really kick-ass virtual airline to fly for, check out V-Spirit. They're super realistic. I was able to help them obtain the real-life flight schedule, and so every day they can go in and they can inject that day's flight schedule, and you will be flying that day's real-life flights that are happening in real life. Also, when you start getting close to your top of descent, you get an automated ACARS message that comes to your airplane, tells you what gates to park at. You got ground power, air, aux frequency, all that stuff. The gates that they depart and arrive in and out of are the real-life gates that Spirit uses. They use real-life Spirit SOPs as far as like single engine taxi, two engine taxi, etc. So if you want a good virtual airline to fly for, check out V-Spirit. They are pretty kick-ass. I've been working with them for the past several months, and they are awesome folks. And I think they're about to possibly start a virtual American Airlines as well. And if they can bring that same level of realism to American as they have at Spirit, then it's going to be pretty damn baller, and I'll be flying for them as well. Just so I can fly a few different aircraft types.
Houston Center, American 1959, request descent.
Apples and oranges, yeah.
American 1959, cross Addons at 1111,000.
I guess it comes down to if you got a spare $60 laying around, you know, which one are you going to pin it on?
Cross out at 11,000, 3009,
As far as,
American 1959.
push that. Appreciate that. The next step is throwing my laptop on the ground here in the terminal. Too many things could happen to me. Probably get arrested for being unstable in public. Yeah. Don't don't do that. Do not. That would be fucking hilarious, though. I would love to see it, but I'm not bailing you out. I got a few extra dollars laying around, but not enough to throw at bail out. I like how they have the different colors on the winglets. You get a better look at it there. It's quite pretty.
Mexico 750, descend on the whole town to arrival, the Houston altimeter 3002.
With 3002 in the altimeter, we will descend through the Hampton to arrival, Aeromexico 750.
Oh.
American 120 cross, OLED at 4000.
Overlay.
OLED clear for the RNAV runway 2.
That's right.
Roger, OLED at 4000 and at OLED cleared the RNAV 02 American
The reason
120.
why I chose 512 is Cinco de Mayo. Obviously it's not Cinco de Mayo, but it's Mexican, so I was like, hey, let's do Cinco de Mayo. May 12th. It is May 12th, right? Cinco. Or is that 5th of May? Fuck. I'm an idiot. Yeah. No wonder y'all couldn't fucking figure it out, because I'm the fucking idiot. Why the fuck did I think 12? What the hell? Eesh, and you wonder how I'm a flight dispatcher. Ugh. I should have just left that alone. Now we'll catch hell for it. As far as an A320 for Microsoft Flight Sim, Phoenix is money well spent. It is very, very well spent. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. 142, you could always... Yeah, this is true. Good fucking point. So you can download DMZ and Warzone for free, so you still get to play COD and get to play for free, and then
American 1959 flying the
and
ILS.
that way, whenever you get another 60, 50 bucks laying around.
Expect ILS 11 New Orleans, American 1959.
Air Mexico 512 Lima airspace to the south, Monterey Center offline, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, thanks for all your help today, have a good one.
Here's one.
Bam! I should have told him Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for Phoenix and PMDG. Randomly, it just turns the damn mic down, like to below halfway. That's weird. Here's that weird little dog leg that we're... I don't know if y'all can... It's very faint, but... Guys coming down to Laredo, and crossing, and then cross... Like, it's weird. I don't know, yeah, and also, like, I don't know if y'all saw my face or not, but I was, turned himself. Everybody's screaming at me. But anyways, what was I about to say? Can't remember. Shit. Oh yeah, so a while ago, when I set my controller down, and I came back to this view, I noticed the spoilers like went up and down real quick, like something weird happened right then, and I bet you that's the same time that IQ turned my mic down. Because I handle all of my mic stuff In fact, my microphone level itself is locked in OBS. And then like this other little thing that I use through Windows to adjust volume controls doesn't have, it's all output, it's not input. So the only way that I can change my microphone is for y'all, it's like literally, y'all would literally see me do this. Fuck with that. And y'all didn't see me do that. So that's the second time it's happened in a little while. I don't know what causes it, but it's weird. Catch up to the, I'm trying to. The passengers are speaking. He'll figure out volume once he lands. Where's my Coke? Sir, your Coke is in Mexico City. The white Coke, you know, we'll get it when we get there. Okay. We got Border Patrol in San Antonio. They were watching. He's getting closer. This is fucking entertaining. Oh god. Spam his username. There we go. Mic issue delayed. What the fuck? Cinco de Mayo. Alt tabbed. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Now mic is back. It was up and now back low. Yeah, that's weird. Not as low, but still low. They apply for American V already. That I have 400 hours of time in, but V-Spirit sounds pretty legit. It is, and I can almost guarantee you. I mean, I don't know anything about this virtual American you fly for now, and maybe I could even talk to them and be like, hey, you know, can they like bring over their hours from another VA? Because I know some VAs do that, and if you can show proof of your 400 hours, they apply that to your position with them. If they don't do that, I feel like, because I mean, it's virtual American too, right? So like, there's going to be a lot of people flying for them already. So when they start this new virtual American, the only way you're going to be able to get people who already fly for the other Americans is to be able to credit the flight hours. Oh, nice, Jet Kid. Very nice. You will not be disappointed. The only thing when I talk about like they're super realistic, like the Latin VFR 319 and 321s, you can't fly those because they're shit. And then also like any fictional Spirit liveries, like you'll probably see some liveries out there with like the blacktail or the Skittles livery that was inverted to a yellow and black scheme, which by the way, every one of those that y'all see that has any of that black stuff, or even like the black around the window, like the cockpit window, those are made by my buddy Mike V. So I reached out to him and it's like, hey, let's do this blacktail idea, and then let's take the Skittles livery but then make it black and yellow and see how that turns out. And he made them. So if you see any of those were mine and his collective efforts, but can't fly them on V-Spirit because they shoot for ultra realism. So when the day comes that I can talk my bosses into talking their bosses into painting some blacktail airplanes, which we do have our 200th airplane coming up. I think we're at 191. We just took delivery of 191 yesterday. Our 191st airplane. So we'll be hitting 200 soon. Maybe they'll do a blacktail for 200. Probably not, especially since we're going to get bought out, or we are being bought out. But it would be cool. But those are the only things. The only stipulations is you can't fly anything that's fictional with V-Spirit. I think he had the tequila before the flight. Actually, I don't think we even have tequila in the house. But I do have some beers. I might go grab me a beer. I'm going to need it to fucking peel all these damn potatoes later on for stupid Thanksgiving. I think I had tequila before the flight. He made it. There we go. Back in business with the volume. Air of Mexico. I guess Cinco de Mayo before you said, nice, okay. There you go. Even though that 512 is not right, you were able to get it. I know our VA gives a cap of 250 hours max. People coming over with proof, of course. Okay. Well, let me talk to them and let me see what we can pull, what we can make happen. If they're even making it, it's in the talks right now. They've been making some logos, and that's about as far as they've gotten, I believe. But I'll chat with them. He's finally caught up. Shut up. It's not my fault that y'all were like going off in the chat while I was in pre-flight. But now that I'm caught up, I'm gonna get uncaught up, and I'm gonna go see if I can't find me a beverage in the fridge. So I'll be right back when I find the right button. That one. Alright, alright, alright. We are cruising over mountains of Monterey. Monterey, Mexico. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope all is well. Everybody ready to hang out with annoying ass family and shit like that for Thanksgiving? Or do y'all actually like your family? I'll show y'all, gotta upload it to my Gmail. I'm just Hibbo, I'm just now getting your or seeing your text. Mic being low. Let's see, Google Photos. So I'm somewhat happy with the way my truck turned out. I'm kind of over the whole lifted truck thing. Why is my key? Hang on, my key light is fucking flickering. I'll be pissed if it somehow broke. There we go. Power supply was like hanging out. But anyways, so I'm kind of over the whole like lifted thing. To me, it just looks very high schoolish. I don't know. I came from a high school where everybody drove a lifted truck. Kind of ready. I'm at a point in my life. I'm kind of ready for like a real man's truck, like a F250 or 2500, or something that doesn't need a lift to look stout. Like I want a stout looking truck, but also look like a grown man drives it who didn't just graduate college and has a decent looking truck from his parents' money. No, that was that. Oh yeah. So, but I'll show you how it turned out. Google. I've got to go get some 2-inch spacers put on the back wheels because they're a little more recessed into the wheel well compared to the front wheels, which stick out just a little bit and are a little more aggressive looking. Which apparently the front wheels have to do that because of the type of lift that my truck has. I originally got these tires and rims put on the other day, but it had the incorrect offset, and so when they backed out of the bay, when they tried to pull forward, it was rubbing so bad that the truck wouldn't even move. It was like the truck would just and it was not going anywhere. So they had to take them off, put the original wheels back on, and order the correct offset. So now that means like the front wheels stick out a little bit further than the back wheels does, which looks fucking goofy to me. So I have to go get some 2-inch spacers put on, but not a big deal. So that's how it turned out. Maybe there it goes. So the original wheels that I had on there, I'll pull those up for y'all so you can see the difference. It's pretty dramatic difference, I think. Let's see, truck. I don't know why it does that. There we go. So this is the day that I got it. Got 20-inch chrome rims with BF Goodwrench all-terrains. And then today I put on 18-inch rims because to me the 20s just look, there's too much rim and not enough tire. Rather it look a little more aggressive, a little more off-roady than like all that rim. I hate chrome. So I've had plans ever since I got this truck 3.5 years ago to take the chrome off and put on black and alloy. So yeah, that's what we did today. So we got the same tires. There's BF Goodwrench all-terrains. Obviously a little bit smaller of a rim, but turned out pretty decent. So I was thinking about going mud terrains, but I've ran three different sets of BF Goodwrench mud terrains, and although they are great tires, they just degrade so much faster than the all-terrains. And then obviously like slam on the brakes one good time and now you've got like uneven knobbies, whatever you want to call it, and then you get like a real rough ride. And it's boom, 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 boom. So the all-terrains have been a lot better since just my drives are quite long to work, going 45 minutes to and from work every day. So now I could keep the chrome rims and put some BF Goodwrench or mud terrains, and if I ever do like go off-road. I don't do it super often enough to feel like I need a separate set of tires, but like when I go hunting, stuff like that, are times I would like to have it, but haven't been able to go hunting in a couple years, unless I'm just like I fly home to Monroe and borrow like a rifle from them, because all my rifles are here. I'm not going to fly my rifle home. So I would borrow some like friend shit and go hunt at my buddy's house on their land. But other than that, like out here in Florida, I don't really have the resources like I did back home. Back home, I was part of a camp and do that whole thing, but out here, not so much. That's some pretty gnarly terrain down there. So, anyways, enough trucks. It's like I was telling the guy at the tire shop today. He was telling me some shit, and I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to put it in like English language for me, because I was like, I work in aviation. I know a lot more about airplanes than I do trucks. Airplanes are cooler than trucks too. So, do we get a bunch of ODF messages now? What do you mean by ODF? Oh, I've heard of Coastal. Yeah. Yeah, that's that Southwest Pilots airline, right? Like I don't know. I feel like he's a little too over the top and trying to be like ultra realism with his flight training and all that stuff. Like that shit's not for me. Nor are the small number of airports. I've heard a lot about that airline or new VA. If I was really, really into the 737, I would probably do it. I'd be super game. But I'm more of an Airbus guy now with who I work for. Where's my charts and my landing elevation? 70, damn, that's a high ass. 70, might as well do 73. There we go. Yeah, if I was real big into like the 7.3 and wanted like ultra realism on a 7.3, then yeah, I would absolutely be down. But not as much. Try to get this in a cool, scenic. That'll work for now. Haven't had shit to eat all day, and I'm drinking this beer, and I'm probably gonna feel it. Oh yeah. Damn, San Antonio's got an ATIS now. Is the gate assignments back on V-Spirit? They are. I do think though they may have temporarily killed the ACARS messaging for like today. Is when I sent the. Oh shit! It's already almost 7 o'clock. We're not even halfway there yet. Damn, my girlfriend's already on the way home. Fuck. So when I sent the schedule thing to Mike, the guy who runs the VA, when he injected the schedule, I think it kind of messed some stuff up with the ACARS. So I think they may have possibly turned the ACARS off until they like get it resynced back up, which won't take them long. But other than that, like the gates and all, they're back in there. They're not in the like planning phase when you would book and plan your flight. After you book your flight and then you go into the Pegasus ACARS app, it'll show you there before you hit start flight. It'll show you like here's the gates. So You want to get to that part of the process before you load your airplane in, so you make sure that you load into one of the correct gates for departure. For arrival, you get your gate info on the ACARs. Don't need a lifted lifted truck in Florida. I'd beg to differ with that, especially with all the damn hurricanes and the heavy ass rain. Like, I'm able to get through some stuff that a lot of people around me aren't. More so down in South Florida, it tends to flood way worse in South Florida than it does like Central Florida. But there are so many times that I would be going to or from work, and people are like having to slam on their brakes and like jump over to other lanes because there's like a hefty amount of water on the outside lane. I'm like, I just go through it. I've had debris and shit that I've had to drive over. Because Florida has nothing but fucking medians, I've had times that I've had to like hop curbs. Nothing like, for the most part, that was really just true like actual off-road. Except I did go hog hunting with my girlfriend's brother a couple years ago, and that was a great time to have one. We were out in the field, and it was pretty muddy, some pretty big mud holes, and the lift gave me plenty of clearance to not bottom out. So there's times, but on a day-to-day, no. But then again, I don't really know anybody that needs it on the day-to-day unless they're like, I don't even know, like wildlife and fisheries maybe, and even those guys don't have like lifts. But like ranchers and stuff, they're off-road, but they're not. I don't know, because I know some ranchers and some farmers back home on George Franklin Road. It's like it's an old dirt road out in the middle of a bunch of corn and cotton fields and cattle ranches and stuff, and that road gets pretty fucked up when it rains a lot. So that George Franklin Road definitely need a lift. So I don't know. I guess it just depends. Depends on what you do in life. What you don't do that damn Carolina. Oh God, no, fuck yes, not, absolutely not. Yeah, you're talking about the back end is like way low. Yeah, it's fucking tacky, and that's another reason I'm kind of gotten over the whole lifted truck thing. Is like you have that Florida man like super tacky lift where they got like big lift with the wheels that stick way the fuck out. The rims are super deep. They got lights in the wheel wells, and the Carolina Squad, like, super tacky. Super tacky. Not my thing. Now, I'm more of like, my style would be more of like a Ford F-250 that's just leveled out with like nice bumper, headache rack, toolbox, like ranchy type stuff. That's kind of more my speed. Just give me like stock rims with some BF Goodwrench mud terrains, and we are ready to go haul some horses and then go ride the fence line, check for any breaks in the fence, and then maybe head some cattle, do the whole ranchy thing. Alright, Thomas, man, we'll see you. Hope you have a great night at work. Chase, what's up, dude? Long time no see, I think. Nonetheless, it's always great to see you here in the chat. Anyway, guys, let me get my dog's bed. She's sitting here staring at me. See, she's been just standing right there, staring at me, wanting to come in. So I'm gonna go grab her bed and lay it right there. We'll set up the good old Bella cam. Come here, Bella. Alright. Don't you knock my camera over, little punk. So anyways. Sign you up for what? Go do a little ranching? If I had the money, I don't know, this probably sounds stupid because ranching ain't nothing but just chores, really. But if I had the money for a truck and a horse trailer and land, barn, round pen, tack room, all the shit that comes with at least like doing just some fun competitive like team roping and tie down roping and that kind of stuff, that would be what I would be doing every day. Probably wouldn't be flying a sim nearly as much, but even if it was just like if I could afford enough to have some land and some cattle, a couple horses, and all that kind of stuff, hell yeah, brother. We would go be ranching. My best friend and I, he lives out in the Memphis area. I can't remember what we said we were going to call our ranch when we co-owned a ranch one day. That was always our. We said we're going to co-own a ranch. We said we're going to co-own a condo down in Destin, Florida. Neither one of those have yet to happen. But what did we say we were going to call it? I can't remember what we said we were going to call it. We had a cool name for our ranch. Yeah, man, it's mine too. And that's the crazy thing is like there's a couple people that I work with who, like, one's from Colorado, another one's from Michigan or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, both of them, both chicks, came from kind of a cowboy life of some sort. Like one of them's family ranches, the other one, they have a giant ass farm for like dairy cows and some other livestock, and they both were like, nope, like, I'm done with that shit. I'm done with doing all those nothing but chores. Like, once they got their dispatch license, they got a dispatch job and they were out, and they hauled ass as quick as they could. But you know, I'm kind of like you. I've cleaned quite a few stalls as well. I used to work at a horse barn in St. Louis, Missouri, where we boarded up Western show horses. The cheapest horse that we had was an $80,000 4-year-old mare. Just to kind of put in perspective, like these hoity-toity horses that we had. We had 32 horses in my barn, and then across the way was a barn just full of like quarter horses for trail riding and birthday parties, that kind of shit. So overall, we had over 100 horses. But I primarily worked in the Western show horse barn. So it was me and Louis, this illegal Mexican. Fucking awesome dude, super fun to hang out with. On the weekends when the owners weren't around, when they were off doing shows, we would Louis would turn on some ranchera music, and we would go grab a bunch of either Modelos or Coronas, and we would drink and listen to ranchera music while we did our chores. But we get there at 6 a.m. and we were cleaning stalls, watering, feeding, turning out horses, bringing horses in from the round pen if we left them there overnight, getting horses into the cross ties for the farrier, you know, all that shit. We were like repair stalls. We had this one stud horse who was a fucking asshole, so he was always kicking out boards out of the stall. So we were fixing his shit all the time. All that stuff. It was fun, but it wasn't fun at the same time. It was good work, I guess you could say. My grandfather used to race horses. Oh shit, yeah. So growing up, I was around horses a lot. My spirit, same man. I love horses. There's a gas station on my way home that I stopped to get gas, or just like it's like my drive home's like 45 minutes. So a lot of times I'm like, hey, let me just, stop and get me some Cattleman's Cuts sausages, like the little meat sticks, and like a nice Slurpee or some shit for my drive home. And it's right next to this random pasture, and there's like 7 or 8 horses in this pasture, and there's a security guard that's like always driving around this little warehouse that's next to the pasture. But I've noticed he's always facing the horses, always. And there's been times I thought about, like, I'm gonna go pet the damn horses. The son of a bitch is always like facing the horses. He's watching the horses, even though like I don't know, maybe the owner pays this guy like a little bit extra to like keep an eye on his horses or something. But the poor things, they don't have anything for shade. Like there's no trees. I haven't seen any sort of structure like a barn or nothing. It's like when it's just hot and sunny on a hot ass Florida day, like I don't really know what these poor horses do. They're pretty though, and they look healthy. It's kind of cool how the airplane is silhouetted like that. Why is my overlay? It's irritating. I don't know why my overlay's not showing up. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just like clicking through the different shits in OBS. Whatever. That is kind of a badass silhouette, though. So Chase, what's new, dude? I'm sure you've been busy with school. I missed the streams because they were either late or early on a school night. Yeah, that'll do it. I do not miss school days at all. So much longer en route, so I can tell Crystal what time I'm gonna be done with this shit. Ooh, we're getting some turb. Should have been running packs. I thought about it. I was like, I want to get this thing going. Now, sound off in the chat if any of y'all are the type of virtual pilots that actually adjust your screen brightness. I know there's a lot that don't. I am one of those ones that do. I didn't care as much with like Prepared and like FSX, but with the lighting system in Microsoft Flight Sim, it's like if you don't, everything just kind of gets too bright and blared out, and it'll annoy the hell out of me. Hamando, welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome to Aeromexico Flight 512, service from San Antonio, Texas, down to Mexico City, Mexico. So welcome aboard. Here on the Wrong Side Simulations channel, we fly from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. Man, because everybody in the world wants to be a captain in the simulator world, I was like, you know what, let me be different. Let me do something different. Let me be a leader, not a follower. And I will just fly from the right seat. So, here we are. I think my girlfriend's home. That's why the dog got up and walked away. So, for the time being, we'll turn off the second camera. Let's do this too. Maybe this will help us out a little bit. Turn that logo light on. Bam! How's the sound levels? Can y'all hear the music? Can y'all hear the sim? I'm not too loud. Like, y'all let me know any kind of adjustments I need to make. Although I never see them until it's too late. Still don't understand why my overlay is not working. Really annoying. Oh yeah, girlfriend's home. Turn the second camera on and see if she comes walking in here. This is live footage in Vegas. I don't know if you've ever seen this camera or not. It's pretty cool. Like it seems like it's an automated camera that picks up inbound traffic and follows it all the way down to landing. We've got Phoenix live. We've got Los Angeles. No, that's not live. So it's either this or Phoenix. Whichever the two y'all would like to watch. Yeah. So I can see if she comes in here and bitches at me. Yeah, we got peeled potatoes. Phoenix. Damn right. She probably won't even come in here. Ain't about to be much to see. So we'll turn on some daylights. Maybe get us a nice little sunset arrival. See if we can figure out when we're gonna arrive. $23.41. Alright, so we've got about 40 minutes left in the flight. Alright guys, I'm gonna go see what she's doing real quick. I'll be right back. Alright. We are good to finish the stream. I told her what you said about hanging with the boys tonight and peanut potatoes can wait. They're like, no, it can't. But she doesn't mind if I finish the stream. My mustache is starting to get so long it's getting down into my mouth. Make that a little bigger for y'all. I can actually see it. There's an airplane we're flying right now. 073. That was a good pushback job too on their part. Alright, top of descent is less than 80 miles. Oh shit, now I can't see. .7. That is set. And course heading is 235. So we could probably cut a lot of this flight short if we don't fly this whole damn weird arrival thing. So let's look into that. I don't know what that dude's camera's doing. Tell you what, we're gonna do this. We'll cut a lot of that bullshit out. There's a nice little shortcut. Oh, I think these are the same guys that do live from LA. And bottom altitude looking, we'll start it with 9,000 feet. So now says we're going to get there at 2329Z and it's 2307. Yeah, saved us quite a bit of time. I would love to go to Mexico. If only it was safe. Wonder why that CRJ needs that guy. Potatoes can wait. Safety of the flight comes first. That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So guys, if y'all were here when he was, Jeff Cabana, who was in the chat earlier, he is starting his career in dispatch at Delta Airlines on Monday. So I'm texting right now. Just got moved up to Atlanta this weekend. He's about to start at the big old DAL. But shit, with bonuses, I mean, it would probably take me 12 to 15 years to get back to where I'm at now with Delta. So I just don't know if it's one of those, like, think about if I were to go to Delta, if it's one of those things that's truly worth it for me to have to start all the way over, go back to ground school, get comp checked, like learn a whole new airline again, move, all that shit. If it's truly worth it, especially when about to merge and be the 5th largest airline in the country. If I can maintain the position I have now with the merged company, I mean, might be making more than a topped out Delta dispatcher. So base salary, it's not including profit sharing or anything. Who knows? 2 more to work up, then it's just flight following the rest of the night. Isn't that such a great feeling? Like, we don't really have that at my current company because flights are always flying and they never seem to slow down really. But I remember that from back in Trans-States when I worked the night shift, is you plan out your last few flights and then just flight follow. But at my company, you are repping out flight plans until the last few minutes till you leave, for the most part. Unless you're way ahead. If you get way ahead, then you can buy yourself some time. Damn, Delta, awesome sauce. I also heard United's pay has bumped up to $84,000 starting. Delta starts at $94 once you're comp checked. But I wouldn't doubt it. With as many people as all these airlines have been hiring and try to hang on to folks, I anticipate that my company will also do the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. Should be getting ready to come down here any second now. Yeah. Top of descent is 5 miles out. Just one thing that the Boeing does better than the Airbus is it auto descends. But then again, that may be by design. Maybe Airbus doesn't want it to auto descend. That way you don't accidentally start descending the airplane. I don't know. Yes, sir. Little Sky Harbor action. It's either that or Vegas with their automated airplane tracking cameras. There's not much going on with this one. Maybe we'll switch it back over to Vegas, see what they got going on. There we go, starting to come down. Boom, 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 boom. There it goes. Let's see if I start tracking. There goes a spurt. I don't know who that was that just crossed to the right. But it's like they got these cameras in Vegas that just like it knows where the airplane's coming from, and it picks it up and tracks it all the way down. There's a really funny video on this channel of like a fuck up by a Spirit plane. See if I can find it. Boom, boom, boom. There you go, guys. Y'all will enjoy this. This is kind of funny. So this Spirit airplane fucks up, turns down the wrong taxiway, I'm guessing. And he's head to head with this, I think, Southwest. Then he's just like, fuck it, I'll peel off to the left here. Yeah, Southwest. Not gonna lie, that Neo with the big old engines and sharklets, that's a good looking airplane. So he peels off this way, then he just ends up like turning around, cutting through this little lot right here. That shit is funny. And that's some VAT sim shit right there. Yeah, it's totally something I would do on VAT sim. Like, oh guys, don't mind me, just gonna cut it over. And then it just goes and parks at this gate. I figured y'all would enjoy that. Oh, XP's on tonight. Is this thing ever gonna like watch some airplanes land or what? Got some nice weather in Vegas, 58 degrees. Oh yeah. Old Shakadak. We'll find him. Alright, I guess it's about time that we get focused. Actually, let me get this throttle camera back right. And let's get Mexico City's weather. Alright, weather is winds 110 at 8, 7 statute miles, broken at 2,000 with towering cumulonimbus clouds. Temperature's 22.9, altimeter's 30.24. Alright, 30.24 is set. And something else I'm about to do. Oh yeah, minimums. Let's see. 2-3 left. Minimums are 217. $217. Andrew, what is going on? What? This is an Airbus. Hope all is well. Let's do a shared cockpit sometime. Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, it is. This is not Airbus. The return leg will be Airbus. Coming down to Mexico City is 737, obviously. And then when we go back to San Antonio on Thursday, we'll be flying the Volaris A320 in the Phoenix. That's the second time. That's the second comment I've gotten today. I'm like, yeah, this is an Airbus. And if y'all are like me and you really like Airbus a lot more, which I do, I'm gonna try to mix it up a little bit. 15.9. Let's go calm 2. Mexico City traffic. Air Mexico 512 is 12 miles to the northeast of the field. I'm planning to land on the ILS runway 23 left, Mexico City. Alright. And there's about 10,000 feet, so we'll get those lights on. And we'll on the approach. Runway heading is 235. So we'll get that tuned up. But Andrew, shoot me a DM, and we'll look at doing some shared cockpit. My Discord is in the description below, so you can join me there, and we can have a chat. Damn Congo line in LaGuardia, go figure. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary there. Alright, 8 miles. That second camera on. Mexico City traffic, Air Mexico 512, 8 mile final, runway 23 left. Air Mexico. Glide slope, let's go gear down. We'll go to our VREF of, call it 147. The airport in sight. Crosswind.
1,000.
Airplane's really struggling. Damn. A lot of nose down trim. Might be going around on this one, y'all. We're definitely not stable.
400.
Going around.
Approaching minimums.
Positive rate, gear up, go around flaps.
Too low. Gear.
Heading. Gears up. Why am I getting the horn? Alright, we'll try her again. What's funny is there's no missed approach altitude on the plate at all. Once we know we're gonna be good with this terrain around here, we'll circle back around and get set up. Arrival, ILS 23 left again. Execute. Just drop that in there to clean that ND up a bit. We'll just stay on the heading. Then once we get parallel, we'll turn inbound. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that approach. That was operator error. Yeah, I don't think that was operator error. That was, I mean, we were on the ILS and then the airplane really started struggling to maintain the glide slope. It kind of ran away from us. No big deal. Let's take it back down to 9,000. I think that was the problem. I hadn't finished my beer yet. So the airplane was like, no, man, you gotta keep flying until you finish your beer. It's finished. So we can get on the ground this time. Yeah, very well might have been some wind shear. If there's towering plume and nimbus clouds in the area, we could expect possible wind shear as well. .3 on the gas, we're not looking bad. We can go around like 3 or 4 more times if we need to. I don't think I have an alternate though. No, we do. MMAA, whoever that is. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Shaq was streaming tonight. I went to his channel real quick to look, and the next one he's got scheduled is like some days away. This airplane does not like to slow down. 42. Yeah, I'm just kind of watching those winds. Not really sure what those winds are doing. Alright, let's give her another shot. I'm manhandle this thing. Shut the fuck up. My god. How long does the gear have to be down before the fucking horn shuts up? I would hate to be a passenger on this airplane right now. Especially me flying.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
These fucking winds are
100.
gnarly.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Floating. Alright guys, welcome to Mexico City. I'm gonna go to the terminal. I'm gonna get some tequila, some tacos, some birria tacos, and some nachos, some salsa. Sí, señor. What if I thought like that the whole time, like when I was on ATC? Welcome to Mexico City. Aero Mexico 512. With you flight level 330. Alright. And I've been forgetting to make call outs and shit, but whatever, we'll just keep on forgetting. Guys, welcome. I'm excited to be here in Mexico City. It's kind of a cool airport, cool geographic location. And I gotta remember what gate. I think it's 18. This don't show no 18. So 24, 25. We pass it. Yep. It's a good looking airplane. I don't know if you can see it all because my face is over it. Damn, I got some jacked up jetways here though. I need to go put in all of my third-party airports into FS Dream Team's config manager so that it uses jetways that are supposed to be used. And I don't see any ground equipment other. I don't know where it spawns stuff. Oh well, we're just gonna go with this. Well, guys, that should just about wrap it up. We'll shut her down and then get out of here. APU is on the bus. Shut both of them down. Parking brake sets. Kill those fuel pumps. Anti-collision light come off. And hydraulics. Window heat, or probe heat rather. Cool. We'll call that good. Let's go to the wrong damn thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for coming to hang out with me today. I appreciate y'all's U-turn. I appreciate y'all's hospitality and your friendships, coming to hang out with me in the chat while we fly our virtual airplanes through the virtual skies, land at our virtual airports, and park on our virtual gates. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. And also, just real quick, that was a negative 23 landing rate. It was floaty, but it's negative 23, so I don't know which one we care about the most, but anyways, guys, I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving, and if you have to work tomorrow, sorry for you, but hope y'all have a great day, great happy turkey day. Maybe go kill you a turkey. Actually, it's not turkey season, don't do that, you might get in trouble. But plan on our return leg in the Phoenix 320 on Thursday, and we'll make our way back over to San Antonio, Texas. And then maybe if we can get the stream going earlier in the day, maybe we'll squeeze something else in. But until then, hope y'all have a great one. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving. And until then, keep it on the wrong side. Peace.